Welcome everyone. In this video, we're going to explore an exciting and emerging field at the intersection of technology and education: virtual reality and e-commerce training. Let's start by understanding what virtual reality, or VR. VR is a simulated experience that can be similar to or completely different from the real world. It involves a combination of hardware and software to create immersive digital environments. This technology is not just for gaming. It's a revolutionary tool in various sectors, including education. VR is a game changer in education. With immersive environments and interactive experiences, VR enhances learning by making it more engaging and effective. Statistics show a growing trend in VR adoption across educational institutions worldwide. This graph, sourced from Fortune Business Insights, illustrates the rapid growth of the virtual reality market in North American education from 2019 to an estimated projection in 2030. As we can see, the market size has been steadily increasing from $0.82 billion in 2019 and is projected to reach new heights by 2030. This trajectory is a clear indicator of the burgeoning role of VR technology in educational settings. The significant investments in VR highlight a move towards more interactive, immersive learning environments, which is particularly relevant for dynamic sectors like e-commerce training. The future of virtual reality (VR) in education holds immense promise, poised to redefine the learning landscape. With ongoing technological advancements, transformative educational experiences, and innovative applications, VR is set to revolutionize how students engage with information and immerse themselves in diverse and interactive learning environments. Ongoing technological advancements in virtual reality (VR) hardware are expected to significantly enhance the educational experience. Improved resolution will offer clearer and more detailed visuals, contributing to a more lifelike virtual environment. Wider field of view will expand the scope of what students can see and interact with, creating a more immersive learning atmosphere. Enhanced haptic feedback, which involves the sense of touch, can make virtual interactions feel more realistic and tactile. Additionally, the integration of technologies like artificial intelligence (AI) will enable adaptive learning experiences, tailoring content to individual student needs. Augmented reality (AR) integration could provide a seamless blend of digital information with the real world, enhancing the educational possibilities of VR. Cloud-based platforms will make VR education more accessible by reducing the reliance on high-end hardware and facilitating collaborative learning experiences. The integration of VR into education is not merely a technological upgrade, but represents a profound evolution in the way students learn. Virtual reality is poised to foster global learning networks, enabling students from different parts of the world to collaborate and share experiences in virtual classrooms. As the world embraces remote and hybrid learning models, VR is set to provide innovative solutions by creating engaging and interactive educational experiences. The ability to transcend physical boundaries will be a key aspect, allowing students to participate in virtual classrooms and simulations from the comfort of their homes. This evolution aligns with the changing dynamics of education, making learning more flexible, accessible, and interconnected. Looking forward, VR in education is expected to find diverse applications beyond traditional subject matter. Gamification, the use of game elements in non-game contexts, will make learning more enjoyable and motivating for students. Health and wellness features integrated into VR platforms could address student well-being, incorporating elements like mindfulness exercises and stress reduction programs. Continued innovation in educational content will extend beyond conventional subjects, encompassing areas such as teacher training and professional development. The creation of immersive simulations will provide students with practical, hands-on experiences in various disciplines, ranging from science and medicine to engineering and the arts. This diversity in application and innovation reflects the adaptability of VR to cater to a wide range of educational needs and objectives. What are the benefits of educational applications of VR? Firstly, VR provides an immersive and interactive learning environment that engages students in a way that traditional methods cannot. It allows students to experience and explore concepts in 3 dimensions, making abstract or complex subjects more tangible and understandable. For example, research out of Penn State University showed that students who used immersive virtual reality to accomplish a task did so more than twice as fast as students who used traditional computer programs. There is the research of Harvard from McGivney's research shows that immersive experiences in VR not only provide emotional excitement, but also have real educational benefits, instilling a sense of competence and motivation in students. VR enables students to take virtual field trips to locations that might be impractical or impossible to visit physically. This allows for a broader range of educational experiences, exposing students to different cultures, historical sites, and scientific phenomena. For instance, they were able to study ancient characters scrawled along a tomb atop the Giza Plateau in preparation for a trip to Egypt. The students were strapped into VR headsets as their professors launched the lab and loaded up 3D models of the Sphinx and one of the tombs, which the teams could then grab and move around in the virtual learning space. VR simulations allow students to engage in hands-on learning experiences that simulate real-world scenarios. This is particularly valuable in fields like science, medicine, and engineering, where students can experiment and practice skills in a safe and controlled virtual environment. While learning something new, it is risky for them to try on field the first time. For example, perform operations and fly a plane is such a high-risk job that it could cause a loss of human's life or put themselves in danger. VR facilitates virtual collaboration among students and educators worldwide. Shared virtual spaces allow for collaborative projects, discussions, and interactions, breaking down geographical barriers and promoting a global perspective. A group of anthropology students, half studying at Harvard University and half at Zhejiang University in China, were able to work together as avatars in a VR-equipped classroom without any obstacles. In professions where hands-on training can be expensive or risky, such as aviation or medical procedures, VR provides a cost-effective and safe alternative. It allows students to practice and gain experience without the need for expensive equipment or physical resources. Lastly, VR can be tailored to accommodate different learning styles and paces. Educational content can be adapted to suit individual needs, allowing students to learn at their own pace and receive customized feedback based on their performance. Next is the drawback of using VR in education. So there are 3 main points for the drawbacks or limitations. First, we got using too much technology sometimes. If we use VR too much, it's like relying too heavily on a cool gadget. We need to make sure students also learn things without just depending on the VR tool. And then we got the second drawback is difference between virtual and real world. Even though VR can show us amazing things, it might not be exactly like real life. It's important that what we learn in VR works well in the real world, especially in e-commerce situations. And lastly, always needing new technology updates. For technology changes a lot, like updating your computer or phone. This can be tricky for schools and businesses because they have to keep up with these changes. It might also cost a lot of money. Some people might not have the newest technology, creating a gap between those who do and those who don't. Integrating virtual reality (VR) into e-commerce training brings forward a set of primary challenges and issues, which can impact the effectiveness and accessibility of such training programs. Here are the key challenges. One of the most significant barriers to the integration of VR in e-commerce training is the cost of technology. VR requires specific hardware such as headsets, controllers, and sometimes high-performance computers, which can be expensive. This cost factor can be prohibitive for smaller businesses or educational institutions with limited budgets, hindering widespread adoption. Technical skills and training. VR technology is sophisticated and can be complex to set up and operate. Users need to understand how to interact with the VR environment, which includes using headsets, controllers, and sometimes additional equipment. This can be a steep learning curve for individuals who are not familiar with such technology. Integration. Finding the right balance between VR and traditional learning methods can be challenging. There's a risk of either underutilizing VR's potential or overwhelming learners with too much VR content, leading to a disjointed learning experience. VR systems can collect a vast amount of data, including personal information, biometric data like eye movements and facial expressions, and behavioral data such as user interactions and responses within the VR environment. This level of detailed data collection raises privacy concerns, especially if users are not fully aware of what is being collected and how it will be used. And here are two examples of issue that we can use, which is, when we want to learn together using virtual meetings, they all want to learn and talk together, but they are in different places. So they decide to use special virtual meeting rooms so everyone can be there together, even if they are far away. But the issue is that not everyone has the same tools for virtual meetings. It's like talking on the phone, but some people have different phones. They want to make sure everyone can easily join the virtual meetings and learn together. And the second issue is by using special glasses. The glasses make learning fun by showing things in a make-believe world. And the issue that can come up is that some workers find it a bit hard to use the glasses. It's like playing a game, but some find it a little confusing. The challenge is to make sure everyone can use the glasses easily to learn in a cool way. Talking about how we can make virtual reality, or VR, a big part of e-commerce training. First off, let's make VR more wallet-friendly. Right now, VR technology can be pricey and complex. We need simpler gadgets and smarter ways to make them, so more people can afford them. Next, how about schools and tech companies becoming buddies? They can share what they know and their tools. This way, schools can get cool VR stuff without breaking the bank, and tech companies can learn how schools use VR. Also, it's super important that everyone gets a chance to use VR. Some folks might need a helping hand to afford these tools. Let's make sure there are ways to support them financially. Another big thing is the content in VR. We need a wide range of VR experiences covering different parts of e-commerce. This variety means that whatever you're interested in, there's something in VR for you. Let's talk about the market for VR in e-commerce training. As of 2022, it was projected to grow substantially. Reports suggested a steady rise, with estimates reaching billions of dollars by the mid-2020s. The increasing adoption of VR technology in e-commerce education indicated a strong market potential, with a compound annual growth rate projected at an impressive percentage. We can hereby conclude that the integration of virtual reality into e-commerce training offers a transformative educational approach. It provides immersive, hands-on experiences that enhance user engagement, retention, and understanding of complex concepts in the e-commerce realm. And also, we're confident enough to trust that embracing VR technology in e-commerce training is not just a trend, but a strategic investment in the future of workforce development within this dynamic industry. Come to the end of the video. These are the references for this video, or you can see in the description below the video. This video presented by Group 7, and thank you all for watching the video. See you, bye-bye.